Manchester United isn't just about flair and finesse. Sure, we've had our fair share of maestros like Cantona, Giggs, Ronaldo, but let's be honest, what really gets us fans out of our seat? The hard bastards. The centre-halves built like brick shithouses, blood pouring down the face, and they're still smashing into tackles like their life depends on it. Forget the cultured, silky defenders. We're here to talk about the Warriors, the Vidics, the Stams, the ones who made you feel like they'd run through a brick wall to keep a clean sheet. Why? Because these are the guys who bleed for Man United, and that's what we want to see. Even if you've only supported United for a few years, I guarantee that there's one player in your list of favourites who stands out, someone who doesn't fit the mould of a typical fan favourite. You've got your Cantonas, the Robsons, the Keanes, but there's always that one lad who wasn't the fastest, wasn't the most talented, and sure as hell didn't score tons of goals. So why the hell is he on our list? I'll tell you why. It's because he's as hard as fuck. The kind of player who gets stuck in, never whines, and if he took a knock, he wipes his face and keeps on going. And let's be real, we're talking about centre-halves here. Over the years, I've seen some classy defenders at United. Ferdinand, Pallister, Long, all cool as you like, they strolled around like they were untouchable, making everything look effortless. But here's the thing, it's not those guys we think of when we imagine a proper United centre-half. No, it's Kevin Moran, blood pouring from his head, throwing himself into tackles with less regard for his own safety than Brian Robson. It's Vidic turning Kyle Walker into a cartwheeling idiot as opposed to the usual idiot he is. It's Jaap Stam shaking Patrick Vieira warmly by the throat like he was trying to pop his head off his shoulders in an Arsenal game. Those are the moments we live for. Remember Dillet last week trying to head someone's kneecap against Brentford and ended up with blood streaming down his face, only to go off 3 times and still charge back on. That's the kind of shit that resonates. We love that, and even though some United fans are still a bit split on Dillet, I can't help but respect a lad who smashes the nearest ball in frustration after Brentford scored. But back to United centre-halves. This club has a history of producing or buying defenders that embody that same no-nonsense attitude. Jim Holton only played 63 games for United, but you probably still know his song, 6'2", eyes are blue, Big Jim Holton's after you. That's the kind of cult hero status you get when you put your body on the line every game. Moran, as I said, wasn't the best defender, not in the same class as Paul McGrath, but he made up for it in pure grit. Blood was almost a constant feature on his face, and the fans loved him for it. Then you've got Steve Bruce, no pace, not the biggest, but a warrior all the same. And while Stam wasn't bleeding all over the place, he had that menacing presence. He didn't spill blood, but he just gave the impression that he was happy to make others spill theirs. Then there's Nemanja Vidic. If you wanted someone who looks like they'd murder you for a 50-50 ball, he was your man. No nonsense, hard as nails, and absolutely determined to crush anyone who got in his way. And yeah, Rio Ferdinand might have had more finesse, but let's be honest, it was Vidic's drive and determination that stole the show in those duels. He wasn't overshadowed, he was a beast. When that partnership broke up, the gap felt impossible to fill, and we were left with Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Eric Bailly, etc. as repeated United managers kept chucking players at a wall, hoping something would stick. Spoiler, it didn't. We needed big, we needed hard, and we needed a bit of a bleeder. And then Eric Ten Hag gave us Lisandro Martinez. He's short for a centre-half, and everyone couldn't wait to call him out for it. But Martinez doesn't give a shit, plays like he's twice his size, and with a level of aggression you'd expect from a South American defender. He's ready to go to war on the pitch, and that's exactly what we've been crying out for. Football today might be more sanitized than ever. You can't touch forwards, midfielders like Robson and Keane would be suspended every other week, but centre-halves, they still need to be absolute beasts. They can't just be blunt instruments and just there to break up play. They've got to do it with aggression and precision and still play out from the back. That's why we love them. That's why we'll always need a hard bastard at the back. So let me ask you, who's your favourite hard man? Is it Vidic, Stam, Moran, Bruce? Drop your answers in the comment below.